Alright, hello everyone and welcome to the Checkered Flag PS4 NASCAR League Clash Open at Daytona. Alright, it's a brand new season and we're about to get it underway here. Let me join the Discord so I know when we go up. Alright. Right. So So it's a brand new season here. My name is Sal and I'm going to be bringing you coverage, and I'm accompanied in the broadcast booth with G-Ship K9. So what are you expecting here in the Clash Open? Obviously these guys are going to try to race their way into the Clash tonight. So what do you expect to see here?
Yeah, I think there's going to be a lot of strategy. I expect some people, to maybe hang around at the back of the pack, maybe stay out of trouble. But I do think there are going to be some who just says, you know what, I'm just going to go for the win, and nothing but the win. We don't have a lot of cars in the field, so expect, like a smaller pack of racing. But I do think that there will be some aggressive moves being made, especially, coming down to the closing laps, and if you need to make up spots quick, you might see, 3, possibly 4 wide. So it's going to be definitely interesting. Pit strategies are going to be a big deal as well. You might, see some stay out because of the shorter stage laps in this. So yeah, we'll see what shakes out here.
Yeah, it's for sure gonna be a interesting. We got some good people in this. Let me try to see here if I can pull up the open. We have some pretty interesting people. We got Mike in the 4. We got some JGR cars here as well that are gonna be making this race interesting. Got S'mores. It's for sure gonna be an interesting field here for an open. At least we got some big talent there that can definitely go in and make an impact. Obviously, mainly some rookies. Alright, we're actually gonna have someone else join us here. Let me invite him. I think especially our rookie class. I feel like our rookie class may have some hiccups here and there, but I mean they're in the cup for a reason. I don't expect many mistakes to be made. I definitely think it'll be interesting to see the rookies, see how they react. Like you said, even for our test sessions we've been having this off season, I think this is a pretty big pack, especially a restrictor plate, where the draft is so important. See how these guys work together. I am trying to find Predator, who will be joining us here. which I can't seem to find. Oh, he didn't have me as a friend. That explains why I couldn't find him. Yeah, I'm sending him the invite right now to join. Alright, there it is. He should be joining us here in a bit. As the drivers just got done with their little mini drivers meeting here before the clash. Before the open, sorry.
How we doing, boys?
How you doing, Predator?
I'm fine. Ready for the Checkered Flag Nascar PS4 League Cup Series season to get started here.
Alright, we were just having this discussion before we had you join us. What exactly are you expecting here out of these Clash Open drivers?
Well, here's the thing with the Clash. I'm very excited about the Clash, and obviously the All-Star race. The reason why is because nothing is on the line. Nothing at all. No points, no cash, no trophy, nothing. It's just for pride, not even stats. So it's going to be balls to the wall all night. People are going to make a lot of moves, a lot of risky moves you won't see at the 500 until towards the end of the race. And it's just going to be nonstop action, hopefully.
Do you expect any these rookies? I mean, we've like we've had these test sessions during the off season, and this is the first actual time that we get this big talented pack of cars. How do you expect them to react? Because we have a pretty talented open here in a bit.
Oh, absolutely. This rookie class for the Cup Series is one of the best class of rookies we've seen in this organization. You have guys like Weasel and Inca coming up from the Xfinity Series, along with GT, your your 2019 Xfinity Series champion. The three of those guys making it to the Final Four and doing what they did and show up and be nonstop competitive and always trying to get anything and everything out of the cars. That's going to be very interesting. But we're also going to get guys like Smoke, who is your 2019 Cup Series champion, who has been dominating last year ever since he came into this organization. Then you got Bradley, who is the defending Daytona 500 winner, who is looking to make a name for himself. In my opinion, I don't know how you guys feel, he's already made a name for himself, winning the 500, winning the Brickyard 400, and then making it to the Final Four and almost winning the championship. You got Sports Kid, your 2018 Cup Series champion in this clash. This clash has been phenomenal. I cannot wait to see what will transpire. You got Austin Johnston, who has been dying to get a win in the Cup Series. Could he get his? Granted, it wouldn't be a stat win. but still, it's a win in his book. Could we possibly see him win tonight?
Oh, for sure. I think any type of momentum you can get, especially with this speed weeks, any type of momentum is huge for anyone. Just a good run. Just like I said, for these rookies, just a good run would probably be a huge momentum booster.
Oh, absolutely.
There's another thing there, Predator. This rookie class, as you said, is in my opinion, what I've seen is the most competitive, that we've had in the Cup Series. It wouldn't surprise me that one of these rookies, are, they won't be afraid to make, big moves, and they won't be afraid to, make it 3 wide, to maybe get their first win, in the Cup Series, and to maybe make a statement to all the other drivers saying, hey, I'm a rookie, but don't take me lightly. So it's going to be interesting with all these, with all these factors and strategies going on here tonight.
Absolutely, and another thing to add on to that, most of these rookies, like I said, are coming from the Xfinity Series. But let's take in consideration the #1 team throughout Xfinity Cup and trucks. When it's plate tracks, the name is Hendrick Motorsports, Junior Motorsports, and GMS. They all link up. They all find a way to help each other, and they all make that outside lane work. Now, however, we have guys, like I said, like Weasel and like Incog, who have been up there and competing. They have shown up to the Daytona races for the Cup Series and the Talladega races, and they have competed with these Cup guys who have come down and raced at these plate tracks. They know how they know how to do the outside lane and the inside lane and what they need to do. It will be very interesting to see if any team can knock the HMS drivers off and make sure that HMS isn't going to dominate the plate tracks like they have been during the mock season and in previous years.
Yeah. All right. I believe now we're just waiting for... All right, we're just going to be waiting here for the... What's it called? The invites.
Flash open?
Yeah, to join. It's been a long day.
Oh, understandable. It's been a long day, media and whatnot. I'm ready. I'm ready to go. I'm super excited. So I just got confirmation yesterday. I get to race the 500. So even though I got a 2-race suspension for the Xfinity Series, so I can't wait. Get back in the car and do my thing. But it all starts tonight. Clash to
All right. Did you guys get y'all's invites?
I got my invite and just waiting.
We can go ahead and join already.
Sweet.
Okay.
Yeah, I just had to resend it. I don't think they knew you were joining us, Predator, so they hadn't sent you one.
No, you're good. You're good.
Right.
Are you guys ready for the season to get underway? It's been a long off season.
It has been long. I'm ready to see this action. I'm really excited. This is my first time broadcasting one of these plate tracks. I was able to watch that season finale with you guys. They're at Homestead, so I'm really pumped up to see what these Cup guys can really do whenever they're close together.
Alright, boys, as they're getting down here, we'll watch these guys get up to speed. It takes them about, I'd say, a lap and a half once they go green here to get fully up to speed. So about halfway down the back straightaway.
Alright, we got Kevron here on the pole in the 41. it's gonna be interesting seeing if we don't get confused with these guys. New numbers and everything.
Another interesting thing here, I didn't mean to interrupt you, Predator, but another interesting thing here is that you'll see if the leader of the race is getting no pressure from the top side, he will hug that bottom line the entire way around because he knows that's the fastest way to get around. Two, because he doesn't want to get passed, and he knows that the outside of the
All right, and here we went green, and already some confusion. The 8 almost beat that 41 there to the line.
And because of that, the 8 stacked up the whole outside lane, so a lot of people might not be happy with the 8 car as of right now.
Yeah, I got 1 year in Discord right now. No real upset, obviously, trying to get this rust off from themselves. It's been like we've stated quite a bit, it's been a long off season. There goes that 8 getting a run. The 41, I guess, thought he was going to be close enough, went up high, and here comes the 00 of NASCAR man.
Maybe a potential alliance building between the 41 and the 8. Even though they're different manufacturers, the 41 jumped up to the outside, maybe to bring that outside back up. Everybody gets some allies that have enemies in these types of races, so we have to watch out for
But how about this, boys? For the first time, the Chevys have not been overpowering everything else. We had one Toyota in the Cup Series last year, not a lot of Fords, but looking at this field, there's not a lot of Chevys in this clash.
Oh yeah, there's a good little mix here. There's definitely a good little mixture of the different manufacturers here. Chevy, I believe, has 3, 4. Toyota has another 3. It's definitely gonna be good to see how this mixes up for the future.
Absolutely. It looks like everybody's just sticking to the bottom right now, gonna ride it out. Not a lot of people have been going to the outside lane, as we saw last night with the Talladega race, mock race in the Xfinity Series. A lot of people were making the outside lane work, and right now it looks like not a lot of people are ready to commit to the outside lane.
I think right now it's more of just get into a rhythm type of thing, as there we see the 1 of GT Jones going to the outside of the 8. Here on board with Edifier.
Another thing to watch out for here, guys, is some of the Xfinity Series drivers, looking ahead to the 500, some of the Xfinity Series drivers that are now in the Cup Series, this is a completely different,
oh, there's some contact.
A completely different car for them, so some of these people in here might have to get used to the handling of the cars, see what the car's going to do on the short run, and if they want to get a feel, you might see some of the, better racers fall to the back of the pack. You'll eventually see them up there in the front, in the time passes. As of now, they're just single file heading into turns 3 and 4.
Oh, GT just moved the 4 car out of the way. A lot of contact, shot him outside, but it looks like the 48 and the 1 have been sticking together. That's GT and Edfire. They used to be teammates in the Xfinity Series last year. Obviously not teammates anymore, moving up to the Cup Series. They're making that outside lane work. They were back of the pack, and now they're sitting about 5th and 6th right now.
Oh, almost. That almost cost the front 2 there.
The 1 making an aggressive move, gets underneath the 95, and splits him 3 wide. Now he'll fall right back down into the bottom line.
That 1 has been showing some interesting speed here. Oh, the 8 came up high, put Weasel into the wall in the 95.
I keep that eye on that 1 with 48.
One to the outside of 21.
I'm really surprised that the 1 and the 48 have been able to make that high side move. I mean, they've come from almost the back of the field.
move him up out of the group a little bit, gain a little position.
And here comes the 18 on the outside 18. Of the 00. Oh, and some contact.
He's got a lot of help up there too. Everybody following him to boost this 00 to the inside.
And there we go.
NASCAR man, leader. Mr. Consistent, no longer Mr. Consistent. As he falls back, everybody said, "Get out of the way. It's my turn to take the lead."
Hey, well, I want you guys to keep an eye on that one though. He's really working the back bumper of that 21 car, trying to boost him up and get him out of the way to take over that second position. There he goes to the outside.
I have a feeling if that one and that 48 get to the front, they're going to be really tough to pass.
Yeah, if they time this right, they'll be able to run off the top of turn 4 here. They should be able to carry it down the front straightaway.
But how about the rookie Bad Fast driving the 18? A lot of stuff happening with Joe Gibbs Racing, with the rivalry between HMS and Joe Gibbs, and there's only one HMS car out there right now, and that's the 48 of Edfire. But how about the 18 of Bad Fast making that move, getting past NASCAR man and up to the front? Hopefully he can hold on to that lead.
Definitely been showing, and like we were mentioned earlier, these rookies trying to make a name for themselves. Bad Fast doing just that.
And here comes that one in that 48.
Man. Yeah.
It looks like the 8 sitting around 6th right now.
That 00 there on that bottom line looks kind of wobbly in the corner, so it's going to shut off a little bit of speed.
Absolutely.
The
48
tucks back down into the inside.
I think he got loose there.
Maybe the side draft from the 8 maybe possibly got him loose.
And now the pack's kind of gone into two different packs here.
And these Chevys are looking really strong right now. The one, the 48, looks like the 8's trying to go with them, but it just doesn't seem like that 8 has enough speed at this point. Maybe he can make a couple adjustments and potentially contend for the win.
I think these guys being 2x2 is really going to benefit that second group there in the back to catch up.
Absolutely. But here's the thing, the 1 and 48 and the 8 all trying in the outside lane, they're not really getting a huge run. They need to get right behind that 00 and see if the 00 will leave the Ford and the Toyota out and have all 4 Chevys on the outside lane.
Oh, the 48 left one on the outside.
I believe the gap just closed so quick the 48 didn't have enough time to react to go back up high, and now they're 3 wide.
3 wide here.
That is not what you want to do.
Now obviously losing a lot of momentum here and time to these top 3. I believe they're back in single file. So here comes the 8.
They still should have the 8 draft. The 8's trying to make a move, but it's not going to work. He doesn't have enough help at the right time. In order to get around certain cars, you have to have the right help at the right time. You can't move out and have nobody right behind you because you're going to fall back just like how the 8 just did, falling back in line around 7th place right now.
Yeah, these runs are so unpredictable to calculate. I mean, like you said, you can have the biggest run you can get, but if you don't have that help, that move will not stick. And the 00 there clipped the apron a couple times. 48's on his inside.
Just going to take a look back here at the 3 cars that have lost this draft. I'm convinced that that's by strategy. Maybe they see, these 6 drivers up here getting in it, and they were kind of hesitant, maybe because of a potential caution. And there's a long way to go in this race, so it wouldn't surprise me that you see the 41, the 4.
Some pit strategy already coming into play. The 4 of Mike Man and the 95 of Weasel have both come into pit road. This hurts the 41. He gets left out there.
It makes me wonder if there was no communication with that 41, just because he's still on the track now. He's in no man's land. That kind of hurts him because he's going to be so far behind this group, but yet he's going to be so far ahead of the group that he was with that just pitted.
Yeah, speaking of communication, maybe some miscommunication here. The 95 is going to go a lap down. He looks like he took 4 tires. Mike Man only took 2. He went out way ahead. This could be bad news for those 3 drivers, 41, 4, and 95.
definitely, pitting together. That was a potential strategy to come out together, but, maybe different pit strategies separated them. The Ford's definitely going to go a lap down here.
Depending on when these guys come in.
Yeah. Because, by yourself compared to, 6 cars in line, he's definitely going about a second, maybe a second and a half slower, as the 41 is still on pit road.
Here's the thing, though. If I was these Chevys, I would try to convince all 4 of these Chevys to go at the right time, leave that Ford of the 21, and leave the 18 out on the track,
18.
psych them out.
Yeah, I don't mean to interrupt you, but the 8 just hit the wall there. NASCAR 24.48.9 just got hit the wall. That's going to hurt him in terms of if he's going to lose this draft or not.
Absolutely. And it looked like the 18 kind of lagged back a little bit, making sure that 21 doesn't get a run.
I don't know, not sure what happened to the 41 back here. I'm looking and looks like he had some damage. When I came in on him, he looked like he was just coming out of the grass. Maybe clipped the apron and went up. That's my only guess here.
I saw him kind of going slow on the back straightaway. I wasn't sure if it was a potential tire going down or maybe he had a mechanical issue. Which I think they got that all figured out. There's the 4 cars staying high. Looking for his leaders, and maybe he can tag on the back of this pack here and be the lucky dog.
Alright, well, at least now he has some kind of draft to stay up there with them.
48 making a look to the outside of the 18.
They were finally able to separate that 21 and the 18. This could be big for those Chevys.
Yeah, if the 48 knows that the Chevys behind him are going to go with him and make a pass, they'll definitely have a lot of confidence trying to make it.
Oh, the 48 got onto the apron. That's going to shoot him up, but nobody decided to take advantage of that mistake.
Yeah, I think to your point about nobody taking advantage of that, I think the 1 is just content with working with the 48 because if he knows if the 48 can get around the 18 in the lead, that will put the 1 in the best position, which will be the second to make the race.
I mean, right now you're not really focused. Obviously, winning the Open would be great going into the Clash, but all you really need to do is finish in these top 2 positions to lock yourself into the big show after this. Here, looks like everyone's kind of just calmed down a bit, playing their strategies. I'm really wondering what the 4 and the 95 strategy was. If these guys are staying out so late, why pit so early? Oh, the 4's into the grass.
That's going to hurt him as he's going to lose the draft here. Thinking with the main pack would have helped him, maybe possibly pit strategy or whatnot, but obviously that just got thrown out the window. But the 21 and the 8 look to the outside of these Chevys. No dice.
Like the 0-0 got loose there off the turn 4. He saves it, stays at the line behind the ball. That allows the 21 and the 8 to close up the back bumper.
All 48 gets a little wide still. Nobody is able to attack as you mentioned earlier, I don't think the one's going to try to attack. You know, those two got up front. They went from back together, and here they are. They're sitting second and third, just waiting to pick that right time to get around the 18. It looks like the one squeezed the double zero down. Oh, 48 gets really loose coming off the turn 4. 48 looks to be alright.
Yep.
Oh, he's got the run.
Yep, there goes the one with him.
It
The
looks
double
like
zero
the
stays low.
yeah. I think the double zero was actually, or the one was actually trying to stay behind the 18. The double zero and the one made contact.
Or maybe
Question
getting.
is,
Oh, sorry about
21's
that.
gonna go with 21.
yeah,
21
it looks like nobody was gonna go with the 48 and
Oh.
the one.
Oh, 48 way up the racetrack.
Yeah, thanks to the 21. The 21 moves double zero out of the way.
Yep. But I think that's going to help in double zero though, because he's got two Chevys right behind him.
Absolutely, and the 48.
48's going to leave him.
Yep.
I'm thinking there might be an alliance between the 48 and one, even though one's HMS and one's Chip Ganassi, but with that extra power man, we're definitely going to.
And we are coming to 8 to go this time, guys. So maybe that's why there's a sense of urgency. And 21's coming into pit road.
8 laps to go.
Absolutely, and I was gonna say, back where we started, the 18 to 21, back first and second. See if they can work together and pull this off, and both can get locked into the clash and keep all 4 Hendrick drivers out of the clash.
If I'm not mistaken here, this front pack is coming into pit road this time, guys. So gonna be interesting to see who plays what.
I'm thinking there might be some just gas and goes. These guys have been walking around the bottom. I don't think their tires are really that worn out.
Oh, they're trying to slow down.
Oh, I don't know. That's going to be close.
That's gonna
on
be
the
really
18.
close.
It looked like he might have been speeding. We'll see if he gets held by race control and pits.
Yeah, that is a new rule. They added you can't be flying down pit road like you used to last year. So there is a speed limit.
There's a crash on pit road.
Let's see. 21's here, the first pit box. He's coming out. Looks like the 18.
Looks like the 48 got stuck in pit lane. Maybe he was speeding. Looks like NASCAR's going to hold him. And he's on his way out now.
I'm not gonna lie, guys. I think this 21's a sitting duck right now.
Oh,
absolutely.
Yeah, they're going to get a big run on him. If they ever get
18.
back up, there's 41.
Yeah, 18
I believe
and
he was a
double
lap
zero
down.
came up and right in front of the 41.
Right. Here comes. If you're the one, do you push the 21 and try to get away from everyone else, or do you pass him?
I don't know. It's coming down. I believe there's 6 laps to go, if I'm not mistaken. If he can get a big enough draft from the 21, I think we'll see him shoot to the outside, maybe carry him around.
Yeah, absolutely. I would agree with G. If like we said, the first and second car or the first and second place finishers get locked in. If this is my only chance to get locked in, might as well stick behind the 21. Don't risk anything. Don't wreck my car, and just content getting second to get myself locked into the clash. But the question is, how did it get recycled? If the 21 is a leader, or if not?
Yeah, 21 is the leader. I just checked in with them over there.
That 41's a lap down car, but it's. I tell you what, if he's a lap down and he knows that his race is over, he might try to help that 21. Same manufacturer, he might try to help that 21 maybe get into the flash. It looks like he's going to do that early, let the leaders go by.
Unless anything.
So it looks like if the 21 and the 1 stay the same, they'll be the two that get locked in here. There's no pressure from behind.
Unless something weird happens here, it all looks like these two will be racing in the big show tonight. 21 hits the apron as I say that.
Absolutely, and as we see, the 18 and 8, they have locked up. Those are the only two people on the track, besides the 21, 1, and 41. They're the only ones locked up right now. Maybe try to get them in the closing laps, but time's running out.
I feel like they're too far back to make anything happen, and even then, these top three, I know that third place car of the 41 isn't on the lead lap right now, but these three, if they stay locked onto each other, they're gone. I don't think those two could catch them.
They're just hoping for a caution at this point.
It's too late for a caution.
Yeah, we're inside 5 to go, so.
Yeah, you're right. So yeah, if 21 and the 1. Well, it's 21 and the 1 though. They're already locked in. I don't see the 1 pulling out. Maybe he wants to get the victory lane. I'm sure he does. Maybe he'll lag back a little bit. Maybe he'll
yeah, we're at 3 to go here.
Yeah, but the thing is, if you want to race at the Clash, might as well just stick at second place. Oh, the 21 gets a little wide.
Trying to break that draft a little bit.
Getting word right now, keep in mind, some of these guys did only take a splash. Some of them are not real sure they'll make it.
Wow.
And you know that the 21 and the 1, they're not saving any fuel right now. They're just going pedal to the floor, trying to get as far away from the third and fourth as they can.
I think if they're doing that, I really think they should reconsider and start easing off a little. I mean, they're practically a shoe-in right now.
Yeah, they got a big gap. Third and fourth place just crossed the start finish line now, so the leaders are entering the backstretch. So looks like these three leaders are coming up on Weasel in the 95 car.
And the 8 and the 18 have disconnected a bit. 18 had some troubles.
What an unfortunate circumstance for Weasel, though, driving that 95. Started fourth, got caught up with that 8 at the start of the race, and ever since then hasn't been able to rebound.
Yeah, that mishap on that start of the race really affected that outside lane as a whole. I mean, I'm pretty sure these guys that are leading right now started on the inside, and after they got out, no one could really challenge except that one in the 48.
I believe this is the last lap here.
Oh, someone's out. A NASCAR man's out.
Yeah, but coming out of turn number 4, going to the trial, will
the 1 got him.
The 1.
Wow, the 1 got him.
1 got him. Wow.
At the end, and the 1 takes the victory here at Daytona. First win for the 1 at Speed Weeks. I'm sure he'll be looking to go back to victory lane on Sunday for the 500. It's a lot of much needed momentum, guys. What do you think?
Oh, absolutely. Winning the Xfinity Series champion last year, and now here he is. He wins the Clash Open, looking to go in and win the Clash later tonight. But how about the 21 as well? He gets locked in too. So the 1 and 21 going into the Clash. That keeps all. You only have 3 HMS drivers in the field for the Clash. See if that affects anybody or not.
Remember, I think that 1's a rookie.
No,
So
yeah. Rookie for the
Both of
Cup
them are
Series,
rookies.
yeah.
yeah, rookie in the Cup Series. So that's
And here's still the 0-0 coasting. But yeah, so
Let's see if he celebrates. I don't think he will.
it lets you celebrate now?
Well, since it was 100 laps, there's no way that they just did 100 laps.
Oh, you're right.
So it'd just be a manual celebration.
Alright.
Try to get GT Jones in here. See if.
Yeah. Do one of you guys have him? I don't think I have him on.
Let me double check. There you go.
Alright. Now let's get the winner of the Open in here. Alright. And here he is, the winner of the Clash Open, GT Jones. How does that... Is that a big boost here, as you know you're locked into this show here in a bit?
Oh yeah, it really got easy when it came down just to me. The 21 just happened to stay in line and save fuel after we got away from everybody else.
now GT. I was watching the Open here. I paid close attention to you in the 48. Was there a plan with you to stick with the 48 for as long as you could? Maybe you guys could get maybe finish first and second, or was there any plan with that at all?
Yeah, that was the plan when we went in, was to help each other finish 1-2 if at all possible. And you know, we kind of took it to the hall line, tried to make some moves, didn't have no help, so then we just had to let each other in when we had to and just ride to the pit stop. And unfortunately, he got a speeding penalty out of it and came down just to me in the 21 then.
It was a very interesting race.
And GT, after winning. Wolf and try to make it through the pack and try to win tonight. Oh, we lost connection.
Oh man. Alright, so let's before we get another driver. I was expecting a caution there at the beginning, especially with how that start went. But just there at the beginning, I didn't think there would be one towards the end. So I was pretty surprised to see them go completely caution free.
It looked like everything was clean. Everybody gave each other room. There was a couple times that there was contact made and cars kind of got into the wall. But everything was kind of clean. Nobody wrecked really bad.
Alright, so who else should we try to get in here? Let's get the 21 in here. Any of you guys have the 21?
I do not.
get him in here. We have KLW here joining us in the booth. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and end the open here, and we'll be back with you guys here in a bit for the big show. Thank you guys for watching. Don't go away, we'll be right back.